The Dry Tortugas are a small, remote archipelago located about 70 miles west of Key West, Florida. This cluster of coral islands represents the westernmost extent of the Florida Keys, with the park area being more than 99% water. The 7 major islands, Loggerhead Key, Garden Key, Bush Key, Long Key, Hospital Key, Middle Key, and East Key, are constantly changing in size and shape due to the dynamic coastal environment. Loggerhead Key is the largest at over 64 acres, while the total land area of the entire park is just 144 acres. Despite their small size, the Dry Tortugas Islands have a fascinating history and unique ecosystems that make them a true gem of the Florida Keys. The Dry Tortugas were first discovered by Spanish explorer Juan Ponce de León in 1513, who named them the Tortugas after the abundant sea turtles he found there. The islands remained largely uninhabited until the mid-19th century, when the U.S. government recognized their strategic importance and began constructing the massive coastal fortress of Fort Jefferson on Garden Key. This unfinished brick structure is the largest masonry building in the Western Hemisphere, composed of over 16 million bricks. Fort Jefferson served as a military outpost and prison during the Civil War, housing Confederate soldiers as well as Dr. Samuel Mudd, the doctor who treated Abraham Lincoln's assassin. The fort's history is a fascinating window into America's past. At the heart of Dry Tortugas National Park is the colossal Fort Jefferson, a 19th-century coastal fortress built to protect the entrance to the Gulf of Mexico. Construction on this massive brick structure began in 1847 and continued for over a decade, with the fort never being fully completed. Covering over 16 acres, Fort Jefferson is the largest masonry building in the Western Hemisphere, containing more than 16 million bricks. Visitors can explore the fort's imposing walls, gun batteries, and parade ground, getting a sense of what life was like for the Union soldiers and Confederate prisoners housed here during the Civil War era. The fort's eerie, time-worn appearance adds to its historical mystique, making it a highlight for many visitors to the park. In addition to its rich history, the Dry Tortugas are home to a surprisingly diverse array of plant and animal life. The park's coral reefs, which are among the least disturbed in the Florida Keys, support a vibrant underwater ecosystem. Snorkelers and scuba divers can spot colorful tropical fish, sea turtles, and even remnants of historic shipwrecks. Above the water, the islands host important nesting grounds for seabird species like sooty terns, brown noddies, and magnificent frigate birds, the only ones of their kind in the continental United States. Birdwatchers flock to the Dry Tortugas each spring to catch glimpses of migratory songbirds passing through on their journeys. The park's remote location and relatively untouched environment make it a unique natural oasis in the Gulf of Mexico. Visiting the Dry Tortugas National Park is an adventure, as the islands can only be accessed by boat or seaplane from Key West, Florida. The journey itself is part of the experience, with the open water and distant islands coming into view. Once there, visitors have the chance to explore the historic Fort Jefferson, go snorkeling or scuba diving, hike the islands, and observe the park's abundant wildlife. Camping is available at the primitive Garden Key campground, allowing visitors to truly immerse themselves in this one-of-a-kind national park. Despite its remote location, the Dry Tortugas draws tens of thousands of visitors each year who are captivated by its unique blend of history, nature, and adventure.